What is your will, my master?
Hey, what's up, Wayne? Quick demo video for you for your Saberforge Hunter's Creed. Just got this done this morning. This is installed the CFX that you wanted. You had requested that the activation button be a red illuminated switch, which is what you've got. And then for the auxiliary button in the back, we just left that a plain switch. So that's what you've got here. You've got stock V3 NeoPixel connector here for your blade connector. And then this is all put into a removable chassis, right? So what you want to do is open it from the pommel. This is the only place on the saber that opens. So we'll take this off. You can see your speaker right here. Just cup your hand and go like this once or twice, and your chassis will pop out, and you can pull it right out just like that. This utilizes the Smuggler's Outpost Switch Pixel PCB set. So you've got the female part right here on your chassis, and then there is a 14-pin connector in there that never moves. There's a piece of a chassis in here that you don't see. One side holds that 14-pin connector, and then the other side holds that stock connector, and it's locked in by that set screw right here. So that's something that you never want to mess with because it's clocked correctly. All right, but once you get that out, here's your chassis. So you got your CFX board right here. You can pop your SD card in and out with your finger just like that really easily. Then you got a removable battery setup. This is kind of a cram food job on this particular saber. It's not the same diameter all the way through. It stops there. It stops about the length of this chassis actually. So to get all of this into something that's removable, it's just some tight spaces. All right. So what I did was I came over here. I cut some of the spring off your battery terminal here, and then on your positive terminal, I had to smush that down a little bit in order to get the battery to fit. And then also with the battery that I'm sending, I did take the label off. This is a Keep Power 1850. It's a 3120 milliamp, right? And that's what's coming with your saber. But I did take the sticker off because I needed that room for the chassis to slide in and out. And then lastly, a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. And then I got all the sound fonts on here that you wanted, right? So we'll throw a battery in this guy. It is a tight fit, so when you put it in, just make sure you snap it all the way in.
I destroyed him. Then I will avenge his death.
Make sure both sides are pressed all the way into the battery compartment, because if they're not, the chassis won't go in. But when you get that in, you can put it in any way you want. Just go ahead and slide it in. Don't push on the center of the speaker. Try to push on the sides. Just get it past the threads a little bit. And then the pommel will do the rest of the work, right? We'll take this pommel, screw it on, lock it down until it's super tight. We can hit activation. Now you can see you've got your red LED for your activation switch. Auxiliary over here. We'll turn it off and throw a blade in it. This takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade, as you know. It sounds like you have a couple blades already that will work for this guy. And then we'll go over to color changing, because these aren't set to probably the appropriate colors that you'll want, but it's easy to do with CFX, right? So we'll turn on. Just hold down auxiliary and twist your wrist.
Spectrum.
And you can just twist through the different colors. If you wanted this for Ahsoka, hit the power when you find one. Now when we turn this back on, it'll be a white blade. Double tap for your music. And then double tap again to turn it off. And then we hold down auxiliary to go to our next soundtrack.
Sound bank selection.
You can use either button to cycle up or down.
The dark saber. It belongs to you.
We'll stop on this one, just hold down power.
No, it belongs to her.
And we'll adjust the color on this one too.
Spectrum.
Sound bank selection.
The dark saber.
He's been working on that thing for weeks. What kind of lightsaber could he possibly build with the junk weight?
Maybe I won't go easy on you this time.
Turn this one to a blue if you want.
Spectrum.
Now we got a blue blade.
Sound bank selection.
He's been working.
The Emperor's Hand. Let the dark side guide you.
Soundtrack for this guy. They all have music tracks. I'm just kind of playing them at random for you.
Sound bank selection.
The Emperor's Hand.
You want me to put the hammer down? I know you're in there, Banner. I'll get you out.
Spectrum.
You got green for this if you want. You had a total of 5, I think.
Sound bank selection.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Super loud. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and we'll take the blade out and go over taking the battery out because there's not really a trick to it, but it is in there pretty tight. So I like to go over it, okay? Take the blade out simply like that. Come over here and unscrew the pommel. Whoops, don't drop it. Again, you'll see your speaker, so cup your hand. Go like that once or twice and your chassis will pop out and you can pull it right out. Now, you probably won't be able to get this with your finger. So I use a tool like the back of my tweezers and come over here from the positive side by the speaker and just kind of pop it out like that. It comes right out. And that's pretty much your saber. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, this guy will go out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right? Thanks, man.